Hi guys, so I've got another trade for you today. I've not made a video in a few days. That's because I haven't traded, but today I managed to sit in front of my computer and take a trade, and I'll walk you through exactly what I've seen and how my trade planned out. So just prior to me showing you all the markings, what I'm going to do is jump into the daily and show you what we've seen. So on the daily, I'd mentioned we broke down. On this day, I said that I'd be looking to see if there was some sort of fair value gap that would have happened for us to take a position. And as you can see, if I scrunch this up a little bit more, there is a small fair value gap between here and here, and there's a break of structure. We tagged that, and then we drop down, and we continue to drop. And then as we made this move right here, we had a fair value gap here, and we've completely filled in that fair value gap as well. So there was going to be some sort of retracement for GBPJPY. If I go into the 3-minute chart, and what I'll do is, I did actually take a trade before, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find it for you. There was a very small trade there. So you can see here, there was a break of structure. I entered it up here, entered again here, and closed my position here. So that gave me a total of, I think it was 24 pips, roughly, for that trade. This was also, not to mention, this was also the Monday, which was a US bank holiday. It was the 4th of July, as you can see down here. So there was a holiday and the market wasn't moving as much on this day, which is why I only took that many pips and then I came out. Now moving forward to today, what we have, just trying to find the market. 1 second, sorry. Perfect. Okay, so you can see that I still have a trade on from here, and what we had was, we had the breakdown. There was a 5-minute fair value gap on the left. We decided to go up and break a high. There was a fair value gap here, and there was a fair value gap here. There was also a fair value gap here. So you can see I entered here again, and then entered here to fill this in. Now as the market was playing in this area, I expected the market to move a lot quicker than this. Now obviously this was half an hour, it stayed 27 minutes, it stayed within this range, which made me a bit uneasy. My stops were down here and I was just waiting. This is one of the things that you need to learn when you're trading. You've got to have patience. Either let it hit your stop or let it hit your TP and take partials. Don't close the trade just because it's playing around in an area. I know that sounds very easy to say. I know, trust me, I know, I experienced this today. It was very hard, but you just stick to your analysis. Now at this point I knew or had the inclination that we were going to be bullish for GBPJPY. You can see when I took those positions, took partial there, and as we took the first TP over here, I decided to take partials there as well. And then I brought my stop to break even, and as you can see, we haven't touched my TP, which is here. And let's see if I can actually get this to close while I talk. So I've just got a runner that's running. That's going to be my TP. I'm only playing this up until here because I think the sentiment for GBPJPY is going to shift now. It's going to be bearish because of that daily candle. That's what I generally think will happen. But I'll need to see how it reacts because we've got a 1 hour fair value gap here. That is the low of, if I go into the 1 hour, show you exactly what I'm talking about there. So when we got this breakdown, we've got a fair value gap here. We've got a 5-minute fair value gap away at the top. We've also got a fair value gap here. And the low is this bullish run. So the low of that candle is here. So I'm expecting news to do something tomorrow to try and reach for these fair value gaps, cancel them out. And I will be looking for shorts on GBPJPY because I think the structure has changed. If we look at the daily time frame again, I do not think that this is going to be bullish no more, and the reason for that is this breakdown. Once we got this breakdown, we had a change, and then we got that confirmed when we tapped this, and we broke down even further with this. And now we filled this in. I think the next target is going to be here, and they're going to look for all the sell side this time, and it's going to be bearish. I think they might leave this intact and try and go for the sell side to recoup some lost space. Like for example, here is a fair value gap here, got a break of structure here that has not been touched. So I think they might try and go for that, but you know, time will tell. So yeah, that was my trade. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, please subscribe, comment and like and share. And if I have another trade, what I'll do is I'll try and make that trade, talk you through it, and then from there we will see how we're going to react to the market and how we're going to play the market tomorrow and possibly even next week and going forward. So thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you guys soon.